Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's first impressions is going to be on the new Smashbox Cover Shot Ablaze eye palette, which looks like this. These palettes run at $29. I purchased mine at Ulta, but you can also get it on their website at smashbox.com, just so that way you know. I'm very excited to dig into this palette to see how it works, how it blends, and everything. So we're going to be doing a tutorial on this, and I'm going to be reviewing the palette as I go along during this video, how each color goes on, how it blends, and whether or not I recommend it at the end of the look. So keep watching and don't forget to subscribe to see future videos like this. So to start off with, I will be taking my favorite eyeshadow primer, which is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and dabbing that all over my eyelids. I love that this palette has a very decently sized mirror. It goes all the way across the palette, so that is awesome. The one thing that is a little bit challenging with making the video so far is the fact that even though it's kind of a good thing, but it's also like is that all the names for each of the shadows is actually on the back of the palette, which is helpful, but it'd be nice to kind of have it already on the front of the palette, just to let you know if I'm just like what is happening here. It's because of that. The first color we're going to be placing all over our eye area is this color here, which is called Relaxed. And we're going to be taking my E60 large shader brush from Sigma. It has decent coverage in a sense where I can tell that I do have the powder on my eye compared to the eye that does not. I'm kind of torn between which kind of eye look I want to go with today, because I'm in love with this like purple color here, but then yet like these two colors over here, I'm just like, oh, that'd be so awesome to do. So I think I'm gonna go with this side more, and I will post a picture of me using this side later on, just so you know that I did also use it and I did come up with a look. But just because I'm torn, I think I want to go towards that other side. The next shade we'll be using is this orangey color here, and this one is called Throwback. And taking my E35 tapered blending brush from Sigma, I will be placing that right above my crease. Whoa! Like, do you see how pigmented that is? I'm going to be trying to focus the color more on the outer part of it, and then just gently going towards the inner corner of my eye. I am impressed with that color here. Whoa. Now, does that not look amazing? Like, that really has a lot of color payoff. I'm really liking that color there. My highlight is just like bam, bam, bam. It's crazy. The next color we will be using is that brown shade here, which is called Dark Horse. Now I'm going to be taking my Sigma E38 Diffuse Crease brush. I'm just going to tap into Dark Horse just in case it has just as much color payoff as Throwback had. I don't want it to be just a huge brown mess on my eyelid here. I want to be able to pack more on as I have to. So I'm going to gently put it in the corner of my crease and trying to concentrate the color going downward and then going right into my actual crease area without overwhelming it and it becoming way too dark. So I hope that makes sense. If not, just follow along with me here. Okay, so I'm actually having a really hard time blending the shade Dark Horse. It's coming off a bit patchy and it almost looks dirty. Like I'm literally putting dirt on my eye here. I'm really having a hard time with it. And I mean, the color is there, I do see it, but just blending it is just a little bit more challenging than the throwback color was. So I'm just gonna go in with my E40 brush and see if that kind of helps blend the two together. So using it actually did help a little bit. So I'm thinking that it can still be salvageable. It's gonna be one of those shades where you probably have to use very, very carefully. But we'll see how the next ones go. So I'm gonna be taking my Sigma E55 eye shading brush and I'm gonna go back into the color that I put all over my lid area, the color Relaxed, and I'm gonna place it all over my lid carefully, from the center into the inner corner. Next we're going to be taking the color Moccasin right there, and I'm going to be using my Sigma E32 Exact Blend brush, and I'm going to place that all over the lid area. And this shade is really, really nice. Like, it's not skipping at all and it's going directly on my eye, which is really, really great. Then I'm going to be taking the same brush that I just used and I'm going to use the color Torch, and I'm going to use that in the center of my eyelid. I'll be putting some MAC Fix Plus on the product just to see if I can intensify the look. So we're going to dab that right in the center of our eyelid here. And that looks beautiful. Wow, I am amazed at how gorgeous it's an orangey shade, and it's just working out so beautifully with the other shades in here. I'm going to be taking my E40 brush again and running it over everything just to make sure it's all blended out. Next, I'm going to be taking my E30 pencil brush and I'm going to go in with that shade we first used here, Relax, and I'm going to be placing that all underneath my eyebrow. Okay, now to smoke out our bottom lid. We're going to be going in with the color Throwback and smoking out our bottom eye here. We're going to be using the Sigma E20 shorter shader brush. With the same brush, we're going to be going into the color Dark Horse and smoke out the outer edge of our bottom lid. Although it's patchy, but we'll see how it works. Okay. Now to do our lashes and eyeliner. I'll be using my handy dandy Tarte eyelash curler and curling my eyelashes. Now I'll be taking my favorite eyeliner in the world, the KatvonD Tattoo Liner, and the color Trooper, and lining the top of my lid. Now I will be taking some Smashbox X-rated mascara. I have a deluxe size of it. I haven't had a chance to try it out yet, so I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to do it with this look. And here is the finishing look. Thank you for watching my first impressions on the Smashbox Cover Shot Ablaze Eye Palette. In regards to the palette itself, do I recommend it? And honestly, I'm really not sure yet, only because this color here, Dark Horse, was patchy. I was able to kind of work with it so it didn't look so dirty. For that reason, I can't 100% recommend the palette because that one color I did have issues with. Now, if it's an issue that you can look over because I was able to work with it and pull off the look at the end, then yes, this would be a really, really good palette for you to have in your collection. But as an everyday person who works really hard and just wants a nice, great palette, then no, I don't recommend this palette for you because it is going to take you a little bit of work. Now, if you don't really care for that brown shade, then I mean, don't worry about it. All the other shades are great. But if it's one of those things where, you know, I don't have anything else like this, you know, as long as it works, then fine. Now, on that note, if you do want to buy a palette that is not going to give you any issues, I recommend the new Tarte Man Eater palette. I did a video on this last week and 100% recommend this palette over this one. They're both $29, and if you need to decide between one that may impose some issues with you versus one that has no issues at all for me to report, then I would go with this one and skip out on that one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you decide on whether or not this would be a palette to invest in or not. And don't forget to subscribe to watch future videos, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.